Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is only a brief video, but it's a fun one all the same. You're looking at the Conqueror Gun Carriage, the Tier 10 British SPG. This one's located on the north spawn of Lakeville Encounter, and it's being commanded by UKSkaface. Well, something rather funny happens in this game. Now, he's taking his Arty over into the corner in the valley, because he's actually going to fire at the town. Yes, this is a game about the valley and the town, and as it's an encounter game, the cap circle is in the town centre. But there's always somebody who tries to come up the valley, and yes, UKSkaface is well aware of that, and he's aiming down the valley towards this VK100-01P. Now he's got a 203mm howitzer as his main armament, and it's capable of doing 1200 alpha and penetrating 59mm of armour with the standard rounds. And well, with the premium rounds, it's got a burst radius that's slightly bigger. It's about 1.5 meters bigger. It's around about 12 meters burst radius. Well, he's fired one round already, and he's still got 23 to go. Now, there's somebody famous in this battle, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually show you the full name list so you can actually see them, and maybe you'll spot the famous person. Yes, it's a streamer, and a particular streamer who doesn't particularly like Arty. In fact, he rather hates Arty, and so do most of his followers. And yes, I think you've probably seen it by now. The AMX 1390 on the enemy team is being driven by Circonflexes. Yes, there he is. So somewhere on the map at this moment there is Circon. And it's a question of where he is. Now we do have an ISU 152 in the valley at the moment, so he is spotting for us and telling us if anybody comes over the choke point, the pass at the centre. Nobody's come yet, but give them time, they will. Now, it's more than likely that Circon, being as he knows that really the valley is only for people who don't really understand this game, will probably have gone to the town centre. It's more than likely that's where he is right now. We're aiming for a T-32, which is a Tier 8 American heavy, but he's decided to go for the TVP T5051 instead, and he's dialing in on him because he's a Tier 10. And that's a nice shot there for 537 hit points from Splash. I thought I just saw a AMX 1390 moving about the town centre. I think you may have spotted him, but he has gone unspotted again. Meanwhile, in the valley, a T26E5 Patriot has been spotted, and he's trying to make his way up the valley, but he's being blocked at the moment by that ISU 152. Okay, we're loaded. Patriot's about to get a nasty surprise. Direct hit, 466. 3 critical hits as well. So he's not going to be happy at this moment, but that's what you get if you go up the valley. Now, with 2 tanks down on the enemy at the moment, which is kind of what I suspected would happen. If you look at the player list, you can see Circonflex has already got a kill. And again, that's not a surprise because he is a good player. Okay, another hit on the Patriot. Now, the enemy is capping, and well, at this point in time, UKSkaface has realised that if he doesn't do something soon, the enemy's going to win. And we're starting to lose players. We're 5 down now. So he's still aiming up the valley though. He's trying to stop that Patriot coming down, and the Patriot has been The Patriot has killed the ISU 152, but he can't come any further because there's a batch at 25 tons stopping him. But that means there's only 3 vehicles, or was it 4? There's 4 vehicles still stopping the tanks from coming out the town, and one of the tanks coming out the town is an AMX 1390. Yes, Circon's decided to come after everyone else. It's no cap kill all for him. Unfortunately, that doesn't normally work out too well. Because remember, the Conqueror Gun Carriage is made from a Conqueror tank. It's a heavy tank in disguise. It's the hull of a heavy tank. The superstructure is very thin. In fact, it's incredibly thin actually. But the hull, no, it's very, very heavy. Heavy duty. 130mm at the front, 76 at the rear, and 50 at the sides, 51 at the sides. He's got another hit on the Patriot for 480, and that Patriot is all but out of health. Now here comes a 1390. I wonder who it is. Can you guess? Well, you can notice here that UKSkaface is trying to engage that VK, and he's gone in behind, and here comes the 1390. And yes, he's rammed himself to death against UKSkaface, and that was Circonflexes' game. He rammed himself to death and became the bug on a windshield of a Conqueror Gun Carriage. How ignominious. Yes, but I suppose he enjoyed doing that. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. Well, here's the end of battle results, and it was rather funny actually, and this is one of the reasons why we're showing it, because Circon ramming into the Arty actually earned the Arty a medal. He got the rock solid medal whilst driving an SPG, destroy an enemy vehicle by ramming and survive, and the SPG's speed must be less than 10 kilometers an hour, and the player must not destroy any allied vehicle, can be obtained in random battles only. So by Circon ramming into the Conqueror Gun Carriage at less than 10 kilometers an hour and dying, yeah, he actually gave UKSkaface a rather rare medal. You don't always see rock solids, but they are quite fun because it means that an Arty rammed to death an enemy tank, and yes, that should be praised. And in fact, he was the only kill that UKSkaface managed to get in that battle. It wasn't a lot of hit points, 207, but it was welcome all the same. Welcome in terms of, there goes another Arty hater. Let's have a look at the end of battle results. Well, we can see that UKSkaface actually managed to get the highest damage on his team. Not the highest damage overall, that went to the T110E4 on the enemy team with 3,973 hit points, and the second highest damage was Circon with 3,059, and the third highest damage was that TVPT5051 that he hit rather heavily, or UKSkaface hit rather heavily. But the fourth highest damage in the game was UKSkaface in his Conqueror Gun Carriage with 2,444 hit points of damage. When it came to kills, it was the 4 again. He got 4 kills. 2 kills went to the Patriot, Circonflex, the other AMX 1390, and also the batch at 25 ton. I'm afraid UKSkaface only got the 1 kill, but it was Circon, so after all, that's a bonus kill, that one. That's worth every other kill in the game, really, in a sense. And when it came to base XP, yes, the enemy team did better, and it was Circon who did the most with 939. The E4 got 913, 866 for the Patriot, and yes, you can see that he's a little way down the table with 303 base experience points, but he was tier 10 in a tier 8 game, and therefore you've got to expect that he's going to have to hit a lot of tier 10 tanks in order to make a high XP, and he'd need to win the game in order to win that column. Let's have a look at detail. He fired 5 shots in that game, got 2 direct hits and 2 penetration, 5 splash. Damage of 2,444 hit points, of which 1,757 were at more than 300 meters. Most of those were the shots that he was firing either into the town or up the valley. 2 hits received, both penetrations, I'm afraid, yeah, towards the end of the game. 4 enemy vehicles damaged, 1 killed, and 356 hit points of stun assist off 7 stuns. On a premium count, he earned 32,727 credits, but after repair, ammunition resupply, he actually made a loss of 11,712 credits for the game. He did get 455 XP, 228 from personal reserves and took away 683, but I suppose the best thing he took away was the scalp of a certain Circon. And in fact, actually, I seem to recall I've actually hit Circon in a battle as Arty, because I seem to recall a long while ago, maybe it's 4 or 5 years ago, that I actually saw Circon on Fisherman's Bay and fired a round at him when he was playing. I'm pretty sure I did get a hit on him as well, although I don't think we won that game. I seem to recall we didn't win it. Just like this one, I think it was a loss, but it's satisfying when you do actually hit somebody who professes his hatred of Arty, or not hatred, but he just dislikes it intensely. So, I hope you enjoyed that little replay. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.